wars in history. One more note, the success of this agreement can become a precedent for the regulation of conflicts in the Middle East. The Middle East is gaining the focus of world attention at the moment. James Baker made the next remark. The United States are ready to normalize their relations with Vietnam. This has been awaited for 16 years after the conclusion of the war. After the statement, there was a meeting with Baker and the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Vietnam. The peaceful talks will be continued within 30 days. The Prime Minister of Israel, Shamir, at a session in Europe, said that discussed issues about concerning the PLO and the Middle East. He noted that the status of Jerusalem will not be discussed at the upcoming conference in the Middle East. Jerusalem is the eternal capital of Israel. He did not agree to the principle of exchanging land for peace. Participants of various conferences who support the pro-Arab faction, the crushing of the PLO and reducing the status of the Islamic nations, that there is a plot against the Islamic nations. They would like to create brigades of liberation armies which will liberate Jerusalem. These units will be kept in preparation in case of war with Israel. Croatian radio reports that there were fires. Vukovar was fired upon today. There were 4,000 Croatian guards in Vukovar. There were a series of attempts to break out of the encirclement. Ceasefire in this area has been reached due to certain conferences, but the ceasefire is continuously broken. And in terms of the ceasefire, say that all positions should be held the way they are right now. Arguments continue here. 35 years ago, the revolution. What should this be called 35 years ago? A revolution or a revolt against the Stalinist dictatorship? This is Budapest, Hungary. And hundreds of people died during the Hungarian revolt in the 1950s. Our soldiers, Soviet soldiers, died here also. They believed that they came here to help their brothers under the symbol of international brotherhood. This became the first chain of events which concluded in 1989, which led to the changing of the Hungarian political system. So people are commemorating the anniversary of these events. The revolt of 1961. The people of Hungary have stepped upon the path of peace and democracy. We have also changed our minds about a lot of things in the last years. We have to officially express our attitude towards the events which happened here during those historic days. Bulgarian reports, which Todor Zhitkov, the former Bulgarian president who was in charge of Bulgaria for 35 years, his fate is being resolved right now. We saw Todor Zhitkov arrested in 1989. He occupied the highest government and party positions of the country simultaneously. And now he's being taken to court for misusing his power, misusing the Communist Party power, and for not fulfilling his responsibilities as he was supposed to. Documents prove that he must answer to his violations and answer for 26 million lvovs, that's the Bulgarian currency, which disappeared from the treasury. His crimes, the prosecutor said, could imprison him for 20 years. In 1 month, the process against Zhitkov should be completed. The ozone layer is coming apart not only in the Arctic Circle, but throughout the whole world. This was the conclusion of a group of scientists under UN guidance. The only place in the world where there are no changes in the ozone layer are in the tropic belt, the equator area around the Earth. At the Conference of Theatrical Workers, which ended today, people's artist Michael Huyenov was picked as a representative. The 60-year anniversary of Pilyavskaya was noted today. The Moscow State Theater Artistic Theater had numerous visitors today to commemorate the anniversary of this great actress. This woman was unusually beautiful, talented, tactful. Pilyavskaya had victories and defeats during her long career. Today, this is the anniversary performance at the Moscow Artistic Theater. Uncle Vanya. Stanislavna is performing in this theater, this performance today. Her firm position, her strong character expresses itself on stage. The theater gave its viewers an excellent performance. You see the quality of the actors who have assembled today. Unfortunately, this is the last time that Uncle Vanya will be performed with such talented and experienced actors. There are new, younger actors who have taken the place of these older veterans, and they now interpret Chekhov in their own way. This is a holiday for theater, and a holiday for the actress. Pilyavskaya had the opportunity to observe Danchenka's performances. Danchenka, noted Russian Soviet theater expert. It's hard to believe that she's 80 years old. She's just as young and beautiful at 80 as she was before. She's an instructor in the School of Theater with the Moscow Artistic Theater. I would never think I would hear so many wonderful words. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for your support and for your kind words. I will try to deserve the praises which you lavished upon me. Sports. We start with Moscow suburb Tarasovka. It's 1700 in Moscow. It's 2 hours before the match. Spartak against team Luzhniki. The chief trainer gave us an interview. They say that rain and winter is the best weather for Spartak to play with. We hope that today, with this Spartak type of weather, we shall be able to show our fans a great performance. when Spartak has, I think that you are not very often interviewed by a woman. Perhaps you can tell something for a woman, for the female observers, something special about your team. Well, to be sincere, we have problems with our defense. Our main defense men are out today, and most importantly, about today's game, I want to tell you that today's two teams do not care where they play, on whose home field. And no matter what the outcome of the game, the results of this game will be resolved later in Athens, because the Athenian team will be playing and broadcast over TV today also. The team from Greece will be playing a Soviet team. 6,000 people